I really never want you to see you do that dance again.
What dance?
No happy dances at this table. None.
Was
There's no happiness here.
Was
Only
it the
pain.
Fortnite sway or something?
No, it's just
No.
Okay, good. At least it wasn't that bad.
What, you mean this thing?
But if you
I can't
start,
even do it.
If you even try to start, I will quite literally jump over this table and drop kick you in the face. And with that cold open, hello everyone, welcome back to Oven Dice and Demons. I, as ever, am your host and dungeon master of this merry lot of... I actually don't have an insult prepared today, so fun times. I'm Max K, and as always, it is my pleasure, nay privilege, to murderize these fucks in every creative way I can think of. I don't feel like creative. With me, as always, I am with...
Crafty Andy.
Cahal.
What is your name?
Oh, Nash.
Ken.
Kieran.
Fantastic. So, we are back to Retore after a pretty delightful one-shot by Ken. That was actually kind of a lot of fun. I was happy to bring out Jesus the half-insane cleric again. It's been a while since I've used him, and hopefully we'll see him again in the future. But we have returned to Retore after a pretty prolonged break since there was an outbreak of plague here. I am happy to report, as you can see, that everyone somehow survived, for better or for worse. So, because it has been a bit of a time, let's go ahead and bring everyone back up to speed. Do you all remember what happened last time we were here?
Yes.
Fenris Communications with... Oh wait, that's something else.
I mean, you're kind of right, but basically, to just bring everyone back up, you had secured I shouldn't say secure, but you had convinced the leader of the Dragonborn in Dusenheim, Klaus, to help escort you to your home monastery of Byzantium, because after dealing with Cypher's appearance, I should say, you needed to figure out, okay, these guys, your monastery, fucking know something. Get back there, figure something out. And now, after a long journey, you're on the cusp of finally getting back there and figuring out, okay, how can we even deal with these guys? And the Dragonborn are willing to help because they're not exactly fans of Byzantium. They've kind of had problems with them in the past. So, after getting a clutch of wyvern eggs, Klaus has said, alright, fine. I'll send some guys to escort you down. We'll see what happens. After that, we'll burn that bridge when they get there. Needless to say, he's not exactly concerned with Byzantium at the moment. But you have found your way. You've found your escort, I should say, to Byzantium, and now you continue on after about a day or so of rest, since going and getting some wyvern eggs are kind of stressful, and plus Klaus needs to actually figure out, okay, which one of you shits are gonna go with these dumbasses? So
He pulls the short straw.
you might get some volunteers. You might get some people just like, do I have to go? Yes, but do I have to? Yes. So, with that being said, the next day arrives. You wake up. You have your soup. It is a decent soup, as it is. It's not exactly seasoned, and you're kind of getting used to that, but food is food. You then exit the inn, the tavern, the hotel, the motel, the Trump Tower, and
Yeah.
what happens next?
You burn the place to the ground.
Sure, go ahead and burn a place to the ground where tensions between the dwarves and Dragonborn is already really fucking high, and that will definitely not
The dwarves
kickstart
did
the war.
The Dragonborn did it.
Yeah,
Let's
go ahead and just add to the war crimes counter, starting a fucking war. Please, let's do that. I don't mind.
Technically,
It was
it's
just
not
a- it
a
was just
crime to
a-
start a war.
It's just a knee-jerk reaction when I heard Trump Tower.
I am pretty sure burning a building with innocents inside it may or may not be a war crime, but as I'd say a crime against humanity, abso-fucking-lutely.
That's a crime.
Pretty
Starting
sure.
a war's not a crime.
Pretty sure it changed our alignment.
War-related crime.
I am pretty sure any crime in this place will start a war.
Yes.
Details.
All right.
And I'm going to go ahead and increment the counter.
Yes.
What are you fucks doing?
Aside from immediate emotional knee-jerk reactions, what is our plan?
Are we departing the town today, or do we have like a few days of before we?
You got word the previous night as you were kind of just resting up that Klaus wants to get this done as soon as possible because he wants his men back here as soon as possible. So he just kind of was like, let's just do this real quick so you can get what you want and you can leave us the fuck alone.
All right. I guess we're gonna go talk to Klaus.
Yes.
So you head down to the town square. Essentially, it's kind of where the main building is. And you do see kind of a small force of Dragonborn, maybe about 20 or so of them, just kind of gathered up, waiting. Klaus is just kind of directing them. You do see Safia and Johan there, too, the Dragonborn you've already met and are on pretty okay terms. You have a feeling they might have volunteered for this, because they just kind of wave slightly at you. Klaus notices, looks at you and goes, "Ugh, good, you're here. Alright, let's get this over with. Zabel, take it to Byzantium. They know the way, and if they don't know the way, they have the maps. Questions?"
How long of a trip is it?
It's a few days march.
Should we bring our own supplies?
I would recommend it because your supplies are not mine, therefore I don't give a fuck about them.
Do we have entertainment to keep us occupied on the way there?
Yes. But do we have supplies?
We have the Four Stooges.
What?
He asked about entertainment.
You're not referring to us, I assume. We are sophisticated adventurers, my good sir.
I've never traveled with you at all. I don't know what you're talking about.
I have a feeling this is a common thing. Get your supplies and be back here in 30 minutes. Or they will leave without you. And if they do, not my fucking problem.
I'll catch up.
Alright, let's get our supplies. We got any food? Got any food rations left? Who's keeping track of that?
I have a completely wrong character, so...
Cahal?
Yeah.
You got our food supply?
No. Am I supposed to?
Did you?
No, oh shit, Kenny, your old character was the one that had the...
I don't think they did at all.
No. We're just...
Oh my god. Max, do you remember who had the food supply?
I have no fucking idea.
Fuck it, I guess I'll just have
No
it.
one had the food supplies, we didn't
Okay,
we
so
never
wait,
assigned this to anyone, really.
I
We just
spent the
were
money.
carrying
I was
shit.
the one that spent the money for it, but I don't know who was carrying it.
Then you would have been carrying it because you spent the money for it.
No, I would have
Yes.
given it to him.
I don't think we're actively tracking it.
No, we weren't.
I'm going to insist from this point forward, you guys are going to want to start tracking this, and I am not going to take no for an answer. Otherwise, you guys are going to be starving in the middle of the fucking wasteland.
Alright, Andy, you're tracking it because you have your iPad with you.
Okay, give
And
me all
you're-
your food.
Alright, all the food there.
You have 3 days worth of rations
Just borfs
for
it back
2
up.
people.
Here you go.
3 days worth of rations for 2 people.
I'm gonna go shopping for rations.
Fair enough.
How much are a day's worth of rations for
How much gold do you have?
enough?
38.
No, I need an exact
15.
number. 15. You can buy 2 days worth of rations for 15 gold.
Wait,
That's
I gave like
insane.
100. I gave like 100 gold for rations. We should have way more than that.
I need you to understand, rations and food, especially here, are fucking scarce.
Yes.
Nothing grows in the ice.
The only thing that grows is the everbush, and the everbush does not taste good. Trust me, they've tried. It's like trying to use cilantro on certain things. No matter what, certain people are gonna fucking hate it.
Alright, 2 days of rations for 15 gold. Jesus.
Mental limited since do you like to bite random bushes and plants?
I mean,
just
so the
imagine
trip
one
was
go
only
up to
2
it,
days.
bite, and then just fall over dead.
It'll work, but it won't taste good
Yeah. So yeah, the trip is 2 days. We got 2 days worth of rations
for him.
for him.
You have 3 days.
For 2 people.
For 2 people.
Wait, how many days worth of rations is mine? Or how many people's worth is mine for?
So wait.
You.
Okay.
So okay.
Wait,
I
so
feel like we gotta do some math.
yeah, because like I spent like I gave like 100.
I don't care about that.
gold,
Our rations,
like,
I mean,
for
right now.
food and shit. So like before we did our whole travel, so it should have been a lot more food than just.
We also did travel for like
3 weeks.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
We did shave off like what 4 days?
About 3 or so.
Three or so days. So we'd probably have 3 days worth of rations.
14
Alright.
people.
Yeah,
What was your character's name again?
Ezra.
Ezra. Okay. Oh, I erased mine.
So one of you needs to buy more rations for one more person.
I can do that. So throw 15 at it.
Yeah, okay. Alright, congratulations. You now have your supplies and are shit ass broke.
While I'm talking to the shopkeeper, can I offer
Great.
a fortune telling in exchange for 2 more days worth of rations?
Oh, the fortune telling, give me more gold?
Probably not, but it'll save
Then
you the
no.
gold.
Could have lied.
He's
It
a
won't give
realist.
you. It won't give you gold today, but it'll give you gold tomorrow.
That's not how fortune works.
I understand what you are saying, yeah. Aber I need money now. Yes. So do you have? So was this fortune give me more money now?
No, it was
So
just
get the fuck out of my.
okay. Bye.
Thank you for your service, sir. Or ma'am. I don't know. Let's go.
Do not assume my gender. Und I've never served. I'm just a shopkeep. You fucking imbecile.
Alright, so between all 4 of us, we have 3 days worth of rations.
That
Right?
should be enough to get you there. Getting back, well, burn that bridge when we get there.
Yep. And the trip is 2 days, right?
Your pick.
We'll just raid the monastery of all our goods.
Or there'll be plenty of people.
Klaus hears you say that as you approach, and he's just like, let me ask you ein Fakt. Yeah? Tell me, as an outsider,
Not being
what is your
serious.
opinion on intelligence?
What?
As an outsider, give me your outsider perspective on having intelligence.
Something our party doesn't usually.
Way instill confidence in
Oh,
him.
hold on. Speak
Roll
for
it.
yourself.
Meine Götter, you idiots are going to die. Oh well, no longer my problem.
Roller doesn't speak much, but when he does, it's poignant.
What makes you think I'm going to die?
Are you with them?
Possibly temporarily.
So probably.
I'll keep them in line,
Without
Klaus. Don't worry.
anyway.
Ben. Microphone.
Anyway. You have your supplies now, yeah?
Yes,
We
we are
can
ready.
get going.
Alright, onto the airship.
There's no airship.
Oh, where
We're just marching.
oh, it is.
The airships are almost the exclusive domain of the dwarves. Last
right.
I checked, you're with the Dragonborn. They are very, very different peoples.
Sorry, just regaining
It's
my
hard to
bearings.
get more difference than the two.
In my best imitation of Klaus's voice, I'm going to say onward, comrades, and point towards the gate.
Points the completely wrong direction.
Yeah, you point towards the wrong.
I know where the gate is.
Just referencing the Jesus character.
Right. He points to the. Everyone just kind of looks at Klaus because everyone could see Klaus, and he's just like.
Can you guys not get us murdered by one of the
I'm sure
leaders?
by the end of this, we'll all be great friends.
He just was like, just fucking go.
This is what I have to deal with.
Alright,
Heart
onward,
moving.
comrades. Let's go.
All right, we're marching.
My hair is starting to stand up as I get more annoyed. Like what Klaus is.
Hey, we're gone now. He can't yell at us anymore.
You hear from over the mountain, shut up! So you begin I wouldn't say long march, because y'all, except you, have just completed a long march, but you're back on the road again, surrounded by about 20-ish Dragonborn. They're all just kind of like, alright, this is what we're doing today. Cool, whatever. At least it gets us moving, and we're not needing to worry about the fucking pass for a couple days. We'll take it. A nice walk? Okay. That's fine. That's fine.
Alright. how's our trek? How does our trek go so far?
I mean, it's over mountainous terrain, so you are. I wouldn't say you are experts at this. You sure shit ain't. But there are some points of maybe some treachery over some fragile, I guess is the best way to describe it. But it's you get too close to the edge and the stone just kind of breaks off a little bit.
Okay.
So
It's a good thing I'll be in front. the heaviest character.
But otherwise, I mean, you get the sense outside of a few wyvern shrieks, the Dragonborn do keep this area pretty on lock. There's not much in the way of highwaymen. There's not really much in the way of bandits. Partly because the Dragonborn keep it really locked down, and also because no one can really survive in these mountains because and you also get the sense like, oh yeah, those rations were expensive for a reason because the vegetation is damn near non-existent.
Yeah.
It is stone and ice with a few patches of everbush here and there, but by and large, there ain't shit growing out here. And with how hard the travel was, at least to get up this far from all of your experience, except you, you know it's like, okay, yeah, getting supplies out here is a fucking pain in the ass. So, no wonder shit's bad. But it goes without any major problems, unless, what did you do?
What? What did I do?
I don't know, you tell me. Did you get up to any bullshittery?
Other than enjoying the scenery as we march on, no.
Yes. Barren mountains. Glorious.
You count every rock.
How many soldiers did you try to convince to give him a fortune for?
None.
I have a very hard time believing that.
I know exactly what happens if I get caught being a fake. I am not going to risk having 3 days of people who know I'm a fake and then 3 days back.
You're a fake this whole time.
So,
I thought we already assumed that, though.
I think we kind of did.
Yeah.
anyway, on the third day's march, like after just 2 days, you do kind of crest around. I'm doing this a lot. Crest around a mountain, and you do see like kind of embedded in the side of this cliff this what looks to be this pretty ornately carved village, quite literally in the side of a mountain, with this leading up to kind of this one larger carved building, kind of like a dome shape carved directly into the rock. You get the sense like nothing really there was like built with brick, or at least the overwhelming majority wasn't built with brick. It was quite honestly carved out of the cliffside first. And, you know, it kind of looks like a typical monastery. You got a couple waterfalls coming down from it. It looks really, really...
You're making me picture the air temple, in Avatar that was, like, upside down and in the rock face.
It kind of is like that, except not upside down.
Yeah. Because they're not airbenders.
Oh,
No.
that looks like an interesting building. Let's
You recognize it immediately. That's Byzantium. And it's strangely much bigger than you remember. And you do see there is, like, you head down the mountain, and on the cliffside there is a path leading up to it. It doesn't really look like there's much going on there right now, but you are, I'd say, about a mile and a half away from it, so you can't really see much going on with it, because you can't see that far, like, straight up. Can you see an ant where I'm standing all the way over there? No. You can't, because it's too far and too small. Same difference. Safia just kind of walks up to you guys. I believe that is Byzantium, yeah?
One of us is the expert. It is not me.
Is that Byzantium, my friend?
It's a lot bigger than I remember. But yes, it is.
How is it bigger than you remember?
New construction.
Weren't you here? Didn't you grow up here?
How many years has it been, Ian Cole?
Einkel? You mean?
Tomato.
Well, I mean, it's been over a decade, so I mean...
I thought it was only a few years.
Oh yeah, you're right. I did write that down. It's only been like a few years. I mean, I can't imagine things changing that much, but yeah, it's way bigger. I mean, I can't even imagine what happened.
Interesting. Well, we will do what we came here to do. Just see if they will let us in. If not, we go home. It has been a nice fuck.
Well, we'll see about that. I guess the first approach is to knock on the front door.
If you insist.
Cahal, go get him.
It's your place. You knock.
I'm not welcomed here, remember? I've been exiled.
I want to knock.
Alright.
You can knock.
I'm gonna cast Minor Illusion to have the sound of knocking just really loud.
As you do so, all the Dragonborns like fuck, and you are damn near scream. You two are damn near screaming because you have heightened
Ears.
hearing. So it's just like Johan just kind of comes up and is just going like this, and he just goes.
There is no excuse that they did not hit us this time.
He just punches you in the nose.
The whole valley is awake.
Ouch, why would you do that?
What made you think that was a good idea?
No, they definitely heard us.
I sincerely doubt it. He just kind of grabs you by the back of the neck and is like, he's knocking. We go down now. He just kind of starts walking.
Wait, we weren't even at the door?
No.
No, I would have done that at the door.
You need to specify that, please.
I thought we were at the door.
No, you were heading down to the
No,
door.
okay, I would not just cast that randomly. I'm gonna go down.
That's what you did. You just made the loud knocking noise to echo throughout the mountains and alert everybody that we're coming.
The element of surprise is now gone, ladies
And
and
then you
gentlemen.
hear the distinctive sound of a catapult launcher.
Is that a ballista?
No, you just see something dropping from the sky. It's like, oh, that's a very oddly shaped thing. And then a light brighter than the sun just eclipses everything. Game over. You all lose.
Blinded by the light.
Okay, so side note, there's I've shown these guys this, but there's this one dude on TikTok who just takes well-known covers and just does like the black metal voice, just like,
Yep.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
yep. And he his most recent one, I could not stop crying because I was laughing so hard. It's Raining Men. And it was fucking beautiful. Like I was crying because it was so good. Anyway, so you're going up the path. You descend the mountain and you start to ascend the path up to the cliffside monastery, and everything seems kind of normal as you're going up. At least the majority of you, but the more you get up, the more anxiety you're starting to feel. Like your heart is starting to pound more and more and more and more. You're starting to feel a little lightheaded, and it looks like you are looking through two bottles down the path as you get closer. And you are not entirely sure why this is happening to you. But you are straight up starting to freak the fuck out.
Oh, it's just like real life.
And a lot of people are just like, well, I mean, it is a pretty long, steep ascent, and we're kind of high up in the mountains, so everyone's breathing a little harder. So everyone's just like, yeah, you can join the club. We're all kind of miserable right now.
1, 2, missing a color.
And finally, after probably it's a long fucking ascent. It's probably about maybe an hour and a half of just walking up this path. You finally get to the main gate. It's a pretty large, from what you can tell, pretty thick stone wall with these two double solid wooden doors just kind of barring the path forward. And what's more is, normally for the past few days, you've noticed that even though it's pretty barren up here, you've been hearing some life. You've been hearing in the distance the wyverns. You've seen kind of small animals just scurrying around. You've seen and heard life. You aren't hearing a damn thing right now. It is just straight up silence. Not even an echo.
I'm gonna snap my fingers to see if I can still hear.
You can still hear. You hear it. Like you know your hearing's there because you're hearing everyone going. Fuck this climb.
There's not a silence spell.
Oh, but it's a
Can
lot
I-
quieter than I remember too.
Can I attempt an Arcana check
Do
to
I
see
hear
if this is...
anything in the distance in this area with my
Nothing.
hearing?
Not in the slightest.
And you get that feeling that you're being watched.
Very much. In fact, everyone make me a perception check first. Before you do that.
Oh, 20 something.
16.
So you
20 something.
you two definitely
Oh, it's
knows
a
like what did you get?
6.
6. You two definitely knows like yeah. The moment we came into sight of Byzantium, we have been watched. Why? Who? Where? You have
the
no
birds.
fucking idea. They're no birds.
Hey guys, I can definitely tell we're probably being watched right now. In fact, there's no,
No
probably
shit.
about it. Well,
Sherlock.
but they don't know. You gotta tell them.
Anyway,
And the rest of the
you're
people with us.
you're making an Arcana check. Ken?
Yes, I want to know if this is a spell that's going on to cause this. That's going to be an 11.
So far as you can tell, no spells going down right now.
Okay.
I mean, there does seem to be something in the air, but it's not a spell so far as you can see or tell. Excuse me.
Something in the air tonight?
No, because it's not tonight. It is day.
Yeah.
Dude.
Are we closer to the gate now?
You are right up at the door, my dude.
I would like to cast Minor Illusion to have a loud knocking, but not deafening loud, just louder than typical knocking.
Fair enough. Thank you for specifying this time. I appreciate that.
Monkey
So-
cast.
You do that, and you do also hear the echo. It's the only sound you hear, and it's goes on. The echo goes on for maybe about a minute or so. It's just, and everyone's just watching the gate, looking at the walls, just prepped and ready. Just
Alright, the silence is a little deafening.
Anybody home?
Is the door locked? As we're pushing
I'm gonna
in.
take the
Don't even have
butt
to.
of my axe and just
Don't-
bang, bang into the door.
I don't think that will be any louder than my spell.
Yeah. Why don't you push on the door lightly and see if it's open?
he's just banging on the door, and straight up, you bang on it, and the doors don't even move. Like, in fact, when you first go to hit it, you hit it with such force, and it bounces back. It throws you off balance for a second.
Well, I mean, I'm just trying to knock loudly.
Even
huge.
so.
Yeah, it's like hitting a baseball bat on concrete.
All right. Well, you knocked using magic. I knocked using force. They're not answering.
Sophia's like, well, we came, we knocked, we left.
The thing is, somebody is home.
Well, if no one's home, maybe isn't that a little more concerning? But I
If people
Don't get the
want to be left alone in their own home, they've given us no reason to insist that we must come in. I mean,
so
they
we
have
came
not-
all this way to knock and then just walk away.
Those were our orders. If you wish to stay, you can. But we have our orders. We have seen them, so we return.
Can I attempt to Arcana check the door, see if it's enchanted in any way?
Go ahead.
Whoops.
Try that again.
22.
No, they're just fucking heavy and thick ass doors.
Is there a lock?
Not that you can see. So chances are it's just the doors are barred from the other side that you just can't see.
Gotcha.
Mental image would be trying to do the knocking down door thing and then just flopping on it.
Would I be able to tell about how heavy that plank is?
The
The thing barring the door.
Oh yeah, mage hand.
No.
Well, you guys can all go back. I really want to know what's going on here, so I'm just going to sit
Can I attempt to
cross
mage hand?
legged in front of the door here.
Can I attempt to mage hand the bar up?
What's the max?
5 pounds.
Okay, you can try.
How
would
tall
like
is
to
the
try.
wall?
The wall is maybe 40 feet.
Can I jump it?
No.
Can I climb it?
No.
What makes you think you can jump 40 feet?
Jump it.
Hey, I trained with the baboons, okay? What about...
You're
I have
not Samurai Jack.
I have a rope with the thing. Couldn't I just...
40 feet? You ain't throwing that.
what? Yeah, I can.
He can throw... throwing 40 feet,
I don't-
especially when you have high strength, it's not that difficult.
Yeah, I can
fair
throw
enough,
but-
probably a person 40 feet.
Pause that real quick. So you do try to mage hand. You do find what you assume is the thing barring the door. You try to lift it up. It ain't moving.
Okay.
Like it is much, much, much heavier than 5 pounds.
Well, I mean,
Like
the orders-
considering the fact of how heavy these doors appear themselves, whatever's holding them is definitely not as heavy, but fuck, it's big.
All right. Well, I mean, we're kind of violating the orders at this point of Senris, or
No, we're not.
he's
We weren't under orders. The people were.
Also, I can cast Mage Hand without using any components, and my Mage Hand is invisible. So as far as everyone's concerned, I'm not doing anything.
You're just kind of sitting there, just fondling an imaginary pair of balls.
I don't even need to do that.
Executive DM decision. That's what you're
that's
doing.
what you're doing.
Oh my god.
And they've been around you for a couple of days now to know it's just like, this is just what he does. Okay.
Well, can I try to climb the wall with my rope and shit?
You have a grappling hook?
Yeah. Part of my kit.
I'm
Spirit should have the same kit too.
gonna ask you to come back to the room real quick. Yeah. All right. So, if that's what you decide to do, as soon as you start getting stuff out of the Dragonborn, it's like, all right, have fun with that, guys. We're gonna peace now because
Well-
we've done everything we. Here.
I wanted to see if there's actually anyone home real quick, guys. Hang on. It's only taking me a few minutes.
So,
They're going to leave.
as they do turn to leave to at least get ready to start descending, you do hear kind of a what? And as you all turn back down the path, it's been enveloped in a fog that came out of nowhere.
Oh.
how high are we?
That ain't good.
How high are we in the mountains?
Pretty high.
So high enough that clouds normally form below us.
Correct.
This is not good.
That is ominous.
I'm going to jump down from me climbing real quick and be preparing myself for battle.
Yeah, and as you are getting ready, you do notice that the fog is coming up the path pretty fast.
All right, everyone
And
in
it's
circle
already
formation.
enveloped some of the Dragonborn, and you can hear them starting to hack, cough, and wheeze before just like you're hearing. Oh God, here we go. You're hearing like their bodies hitting the ground, like not dead, but they are starting to fall over.
But the bodies are hitting the ground.
Yes,
Can I cast Dispel Magic to get rid of it?
you do, and nothing happens.
Okay, that's no ordinary fog. I think everyone move back.
Someone's throwing fart bombs.
Move back. I guess try to huddle up. Gahal, maybe you should continue your climb.
Okay.
Yeah, as you, Chris just left the room.
Hang on, I hear you. There. Alright, as I what?
As you turn to like start climbing up again, this vial of liquid straight up just kind of comes out of nowhere and slams right into your face, breaking open, and this what you smell to be this noxious gas just envelops your senses. You just take and reflexively you take a huge inhale of it, and all of a sudden your body starts to go weak and numb, and it feels like
Chemical
your arms
weapons.
are about 300 pounds apiece, and it's hard. It's almost impossible to lift them up.
How's it
You
going?
start-
How's it going up there, Gahal?
He's not even climbing. He was on ground level. He was turning to
Oh,
go,
okay.
and something slammed into
That's
his,
right.
that slammed into his face.
I guess I'll let him trust fall into my arms.
So like, am I doing like the Jim Carrey thing where I'm like, "Nyeh."
Well, it's not even that. Like you, after a few seconds, you go straight to your knees, and you're just kind of on all fours, hacking, wheezing. Your vision is blurred before you just straight up full on collapse unconscious. And at this point, the rest of the gas is enveloping all of you.
Can I cast Misty Step to get to the top of the wall?
I will allow it.
Abandoned.
As you kind of reappear up there, you're looking down and the fog, the gas has enveloped everyone. You can't really see the ground anywhere. You're just like, oh, fuck.
Oh,
nuts.
shit. Okay, you guys roll out.
I'm gonna attempt to hide.
As you do, you turn and you bump into this larger figure who automatically just kind of grabs the back of your head and just slams this cloth into your face. And
They're both
within a
watching
few
this the whole time.
seconds, you're just wobbling and then you're down too.
Gotcha.
Does this smell like chloroform?
He put
No.
sleeping time on
So
your phone.
you are the last person to lose conscious, and you're just kind of down. You're
The nap time
breathing,
lag.
and finally, just from two figures from what you assume came from the door, just kind of appear through the gas, and they just go, "Well, this stuff from the dwarves actually works real well. Only to thank them for that shipment they lost." And one of them just kind of walks up to you and just kneels down, looking at you directly in the face. "You're not supposed to be here, Trunk." "Oh well. As was one of your favorite sayings, we'll improvise." Before standing up and just straight up kicking you in the face, and you lose all conscious.
Ouch.
Bonk.
They call me Trunk.
I mean,
How dare they?
to be fair, it is a distinctive feature about you that chances are none of the other monks in this place probably have.
That's true.
Very much so.
Boop-a-doop.
Let's see, who do
You're
I
all
want
getting
to-
a trunk slap when I wake up.
Maybe. Maybe not. Alright, let's do Chris.
Mm-hmm.
You awake with a jolt. Like, it's just straight up, you just bolt up awake, and you are in a cage. You're in a prison cell. That much is very clear to you from the get-go. As well, it does appear that your arms are kind of suspended on either side, chained up. And they are pretty heavy chains. You can't really move very well. And it also appears as well, like, here's the front of the cell right here where the bars are.
Mm-hmm.
You're pretty far back.
The captives are kinky.
So I can't like try to use my feet to kick anything.
Nope. And plus, like, again, like, here's the front of it. Here's how big the cell is. You're right smack in the middle, so you can't really kick anything.
That's fine. I'm gonna use this moment to transfer my wolf form, which will get me out of those chains.
As you do so, Fenris appears in front of you. "Oh, don't! Look up." And the ceiling is covered in spikes.
So I imagine
Try
if you
to
touch
move-
the ground, they all
Try
fall.
to move your arms, pup.
Okay.
So just kind of
Wiggle.
flex a little bit, and as you flex, you notice the spikes lift up a bit.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
I have
Cleverly
a feeling
thought.
this isn't the first time they've captured one of my children. They know us well.
You thought of this, Max, didn't you?
Of course I fucking did.
God damn it. And I'm guessing my axe is nowhere near me.
Of course it isn't. The only thing you have is your fucking loincloth.
Alright, is there anything that I can see in the room that I could use to prop so that if the spikes come down, they don't kill me?
No,
You
the-
will not have the time to, because again, you're right in the middle of the room, and as soon as those chains go,
Yeah.
everything falls down on you.
Your chains
And
pulling them down.
from what you can see, the room is straight up fucking barren, aside from maybe some rubbish on the sides, but it is Spartan at best.
All right, what happens next?
Given the fact that those are up there, if there's, say, a person that comes into this room, would they stop the spikes? Or would it just go...
They're so zealous, they probably just say, fuck it.
Considering the fact that
Yeah.
you tried to lift the chains up with all of your strength and it only moved them maybe a couple millimeters, whatever is pulling down on those spikes is fucking heavy. So
Right.
it will maybe stop if someone else comes in the room. Your body will stop it before it hits them, but they'll still die too. Believe me, this room was specifically meant to neutralize Garu. As Fenris says, like, this is not the first time they've done this to my children. They have experience with this shit.
How long are the chains? Are they long enough I can bring them together if I use Fenris's might and tie them in a knot?
It's certainly possible, but even with Fenris's might, the amount of strength required is perhaps outside of your limits.
God damn it.
Yeah. Because again,
Don't try.
you get the sense like this shit is heavy. Like, and as you are standing there, you feel the weight of the chains and whatever weights there are just kind of pulling at your shoulders. It ain't fucking comfy, dude.
I just like this game of you trying to figure out any little way to get out of it. any little piece you can grab.
I mean,
onto.
to be fair, this is a situation where it's just like, yeah, you gotta think of shit.
You just wait for the QuickTime buttons to show up.
Press X not to
Oh,
die.
he's pressing the QuickTime buttons, but it's just like
Nothing's
no.
LR.
Like it's that first QuickTime event in AC2 where it's just like press X to kick your feet. It's like this did nothing. It's just like, what the fuck are we doing here? So, a few moments later, you hear from what you were assuming is the cell on the opposite side of you, Chris, and you've regained consciousness as well.
Excellent.
And you are not,
Excellent.
unlike Chris, you are not alone in the cell. There are a few Dragonborns, Sophia included, in your cell with you.
Okay.
They're kind of coming out of it too.
I'm gonna take a look around, see what I can see in the room.
Okay. So unlike Chris's room again, it does have some kind of bedding there. It's just kind of like mats of straw with a cloth thrown over them. Nothing too special, nothing too egregious. The cage door as well is pretty intense. Like you can't tell if it's steel, iron, whatnot, but the bars themselves are like about that thick. So getting them open is not fucking easy.
Okay.
And they're pretty well reinforced in the walls. As well, you do know that you are manacled, and the chains are linking to some collar around your neck, and it looks to be the same that is on Sophia as well. Like, this is a special kind of collar.
All right. Can I attempt to cast light?
You do, and as you try to cast light, the collar around your neck begins to sear hot.
I will end my spell.
Go ahead and take 3 points of damage.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was hot and uncomfortable. Like, you get the sense like this is meant to where if you actually try to cast a spell, it will burn itself through your neck.
Okay. Is there a lock on the collar or the cuffs?
They appear to be linked via the chains themselves. Like, so where the locks are, it's just the chain link kind of fused onto it. So it's kind of almost one long cuff link of chain, if that makes any sense.
All right. How would they have gotten on?
They probably use some sort of metallurgy magic to kind of fuse it on there without any heat.
Interesting.
And Merlin, you also wake up in the cell, not directly next or not directly across from Cahal, but kind of next to it. So here's Cahal's cell, here's Kenny's cell, your cell's next to it, and Johan is in the cell with you, and your manacles, you're just straight up like chained up. There's no collar.
It doesn't take anything fancy.
No, but everyone there is basically down to their tidy whities. Like, you guys don't really have clothes. You don't have armor. Your weapons naturally are gone. You are just in a fucking dungeon, my dude, and not the fun kind of dungeon.
Giggity. I'm kind of stuck. So
Yeah, you're stuck.
I can't exactly lockpick these.
can you Misty step through? Oh wait, you got the collar on. That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah, if he tries, he'll die.
I mean, he can definitely Misty Step, but when he comes back from the Misty Step, he will have a collar-shaped hole going right down through him. So, it's not a good idea.
He'll be a head short.
Oh, no, it will go down his spine, so basically he will just be a spinal column.
Fatality.
Becomes undead. Undead skull servitor.
Need to read something really
Did
quick.
they ever say what they would do if their troops never came back?
I assume they would just send in more.
Well, considering they just neutralized an army, basically a platoon of Dragonborn.
It was more like a small company. Because it was only about 20 Dragonborn.
So is Roland in there with him?
Mhm. Or
Alright.
that room next to it.
Oh, okay. And I'm just out by myself here too. Okay.
You are not in the dungeons.
Oh. Yeah, I was gonna say, where am I?
We'll get to you. We will get to you. Believe you me, we will get to you.
Can I look around at other people's restraints and see if maybe they have locks on them, or is that metallurgy as well?
Metallurgy as well.
Okay.
You get the sense it's like this is not the first time they've dealt with kind of shit like this, so they know the proper steps to take, and they do not take chances. Whereas they know it's like any small possibility for any magic user to get out is too big. We give them exactly none, so far as we are able.
I'm gonna look at Safia and say, so what is the plan if you don't return?
We will see.
Unfortunate. Happen to have anything that heats metal?
I have magic, and
I wouldn't cast anything.
I'm well aware. I saw what happened with you. It
Yes.
did not.
Rather smart.
It did not look comfortable.
It wasn't.
She just kind of calls out. It's like, "Are you okay over there?"
I'm a little stuck.
Define stuck, because
If I try
Death
to
trap.
get out of this little thing here, yeah, I'm going to be I'll be
Bob.
use your
Yeah.
words. Use your words.
Holy, stuck,
yeah, pretty much.
spiked.
Yeah. Above me is a bunch of spikes, and yeah, I can't kind of do anything right now unless I want to become more of a priest at the end of this.
A priest?
You mean
Yeah,
holy?
holy.
Oh. I appreciate the humor. We kind of need it right now. We can't cast magic over here.
Great.
It's not the penetration you
Unless
like.
we want
puppy.
to get a hole burned through us, quite literally. It is most unfortunate. She is oddly calm right now.
Not your first time?
How far away am I from the bars?
You are a decent.
So I can't
Like
just
center of the
transform
room.
and book it.
No, you
God
not.
damn it.
Nope. Nope. Like your cell is pretty long, and you are towards the back. If you booked it, the spikes would, before you even figured out a way to get through the doors, they would slam down on you.
Is there any like way I can look around to see if there's a way out? Or
So
a way-
far as you can see, it is just straight up stone wall.
I'm imagining
damn it.
it's up to them to get us up.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Oh, trust me, we're going
Thanks.
to get to him because this is the fun bit.
This is where we have a TPK, kids.
All right. Put,
Oh,
put
no,
my
no,
story,
no,
my
I-
backstory notes
You
down.
you
so I
you
know
you
I
haven't you
before.
haven't pissed me off that much yet. But don't push your luck. Finally, after you kind of talk through the situation a little bit, you do hear kind of muffled footsteps, kind of walking calmly down the corridor. I forgot the word for a second. Before this kind of hooded figure kind of appears before your cell doors, like just in between. He just kind of looks at all of you, like, finally awake, are we? Good. Tell me, how was the nap?
Rather unpleasant.
That's unfortunate.
I'm just hanging out here, you know.
Well, by the time I woke up, I knew I learned a new spell. Clank, cast iron.
I hate you so much. That was so good.
That was great.
Okay, yeah, no, I. What can I even fucking say to that?
Well, at least we know you're animated there, buddy.
So he's not dead, or he'd be reanimated.
We find a use for him anyway. We always need bodies around here.
That's morbid.
You do what you have to survive.
Yeah? That's the motto here?
That's what we need to learn in order to get out there and survive.
So why did you capture us when we were knocking on your door, trying to find you guys?
Why not? I mean, you came to us. Clearly you want something, but we could always use you. So when an opportunity presents itself for possible enrollment, we always jump at the chance.
Okay.
So don't worry too much about it. By the time we're done, you won't really remember much of anything anyway. So it is what it will be. I just focus on maybe getting some rest. Tell me, have the side effects of the gas kicked in?
What are the side effects?
As soon as he says that, you just
Like
start
that.
feeling really, really nauseous.
Oh, I hate you so much right now.
As you even begin to say it, you just straight up vomit, like, right from it. Oh, I hate you.
Yep.
There it goes.
Can I, like, aim my vomit at him?
You can't
You,
reach that.
you are...
Are you projectile vomiting
Yes.
40 feet?
Yes.
You are 25 feet away from the door. It goes 3 feet, and the majority lands on your chest. So now it smells like shit.
I wonder what Framers has to say about that.
He just kind of looks at you and goes, "No idea what your plan was there, but
Just holding it back to build up pressure.
It's just
okay."
so small.
You do that, and instead of going 3 feet, it goes 4 feet, with the majority still landing on your chest.
Damn it.
You're now.
Walk me through your plan, please.
He's now
Because-
a pit roller.
What?
I mean, we're all throwing up, so might as well try to at least aim it at the guy.
No, it is going down, not up.
He is now a paint roller.
Oh. No.
This is what we're doing today. Okay. Okay. So
Sophia's awfully calm. We're just having a good old fucking gaggle here.
she's throwing up too.
Oh, I know.
Having a
Like,
good time.
Every one of you is throwing up, and at this point, it's just
Like
like,
that scene.
especially in like your two cells. Yeah, it's smelling real bad.
It's like that scene in Stand By Me, the Lardass Revenge, where everyone's just throwing up rainbows left and right.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Do not answer. I don't care.
Well, here's the problem.
Do you
Once,
plan on cleaning this?
When we need to get you out for exercise, why not? You'll need proper furnishings again.
Fair. Do we get these off anytime soon? Exercise doesn't help if I can't, move.
They'll come off when you're ready for them to come off.
that sounds kinky.
I mean,
Don't
we
give
can-
him any ideas.
He just kind of blinks at you like, I don't know what you mean. Legit, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Really?
So we're going here.
Really?
Straight up, he's just sitting there, just like,
I mean,
Wow.
you're covered in vomit. You have no place to.
No rainbow play.
Yeah.
Hey, some people are into that. Don't knock it.
please
We don't
don't
kink shame in this.
stop.
I don't know the
Move
spell
on.
knock.
Okay, go ahead, try and cast the spell knock knock, please.
No,
I don't know the spell knock. I can't. I literally just said I can't cast knock. I don't know knock.
Use your mage hand. Try and use your mage hand, please.
Do you count that as a spell, seeing as how I actually have the telekinetic feat?
Yes.
Okay.
Any magic being used.
I mean, any magic that he uses.
Technically, it's psionics.
Technically, it's still a spell because it's a cantrip. And a cantrip is what? A spell. Any further questions? No? Good. So finally, after just asking a couple more questions, the figure just goes, right. We'll begin tomorrow morning. Save your strengths. I have a feeling you'll need them. He just turns and walks away.
Oh, that was a messy scene.
Yes, in fact, it was a messy scene, and your cells smell like shit.
They smell like vomit, which is worse than shit.
Same difference. They smell awful.
Yes.
Everyone's just gonna keep puking, by the way, because of this. Because that's what happens.
Back and forth forever.
It's yes. I've
The-
actually
eventually-
been in this situation.
Eventually you run out of stuff to puke.
Eventually, but it's not fun.
No, you start puking up bile. This is actually, I've been in this situation. It's bad. It's, yeah. I'm actually like having fucking memories.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll quickly change this rule. So, moving away from all of you, Andy, you're slowly coming back into consciousness, and you feel just kind of being dragged down this corridor. Like there are two people underneath your arms, and they're just kind of carrying you through somewhere. And they are complaining. It's like, geez, I forgot how fucking heavy this guy is. Like, God damn, this is fucked. Before, finally, as you're almost like fully conscious, they just kind of stop and throw you into a room. You just kind of face plant right down on there.
Ugh.
And you just kind of get up on your hands a little bit and look around, and it is a brightly lit room. It is kind of square in nature, and the room is high walled, but you look up and it does appear that there is a balcony along the edges of those high walls. And there are also like rows upon rows upon rows of seats going back, just looking down into the room. And there are a decent gathering of people just kind of sitting there looking and watching you. And I should mention, your anxiety at this point and everything going through your head, it just kicks back into full gear, and you are freaking the fuck out. Because you don't know this room, but somehow you recognize it, and it is not fun.
It's the brain delete room.
Hello? Hello?
Nothing to say, trunk. A figure speaks, and you just kind of look up. It's just some dude sitting like the closest to the high wall, just looking down. He's in fighting clothes, I should say, like martial artist clothes, very loose, form-fitting, and you can tell like he's an older gent, but the dude's fucking ripped, and he's just looking down at you. Nothing to say?
Where are we? Where am I?
Oh, you don't remember. That's right. Okay. Cool. Well, you may not remember off the top of your head, but I wouldn't worry too much about that right now. After all, we have some ways of beating the memory back into you.
Oh.
Andy, roll me initiative.
Oh, it's a chessboard.
Oh,
So that's, of course, the room you're
Yes.
in. Everyone's seated at the balcony.
Max, can you?
Yeah, just this is full.
Yeah.
That way. And it's flat. There we go.
Let's put him in a proper square.
And
Oh,
this way.
oh my God, that makes my eyes
Yeah, I was
hurt.
gonna say,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
the grid.
it's really dumb.
Grid on grid. Not much you can do about that.
Nope.
So we're basically in an arena. Or really a fighting arena. Okay. Oh. All right then.
Okay. Let's...
Character sheet.
All right. So, what'd you roll, buddy?
19.
All right. This is gonna be fun.
Stop. How do I switch?
Which one
There
do
you go. Digital sheet.
Okay. So, starting at the top of the order,
Did you roll any?
I rolled my initiative.
Oh, okay.
Gonna
Jesus
come
Christ.
So someone's
right
faster than that.
up to your dumbass, and he will be hitting with flurry of blows, my dude. So, first one. I sincerely doubt if 14 hits you,
Dodged.
but there's a 20 hit you.
Yes.
All right.
Interesting design. Poorly designed, too.
Okay, take 8 points of damage.
All right.
Next guy comes up into your business.
It's funny.
And he is going to stunning fist you.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's a 23, my dude.
Yep.
All right.
And I have to roll a save.
As you take damage,
Hmm.
which is just going to be just 7 points of damage. And go ahead and make me a wisdom check, please.
Wisdom check. So 20.
Okay, you pass. Congratulations. Do something.
All right. Going to my left and the closest guy here.
He was already up in your business, so.
Yes. All right. Using key. There's my marker.
Oh, he also. No, there wasn't flanking yet, so never mind.
Fine. All right, 4 attacks.
What are you doing? Are you
Oh, yeah.
doing it for?
I'm using a key to do 4 unarmed attacks against them.
Okay.
First one's a 20,
That is-
natural.
Okay.
Second. Dexterity, so 15.
Does not hit.
Third. 1.
So you got
One.
a critical, and then a nat 20, and then a nat 1.
Yes.
Congratulations.
And then, 11.
That did not hit. So only your critical hits.
Yep. And he has an extra key to make that a stunning strike.
All right.
And then, do D6. Plus 2 plus 30. So 12 damage. And he has makes. I think it's a Constitution save.
Okay. What does he need to beat?
How does that work? He has a roll against mine.
For stunning strike, it is DC 10 plus half your character level plus your wisdom modifier. So you are level 6.
Yes.
Okay.
Shouldn't we be 7?
Oh, 7. I'm 7. Yeah.
Rounding up and down, it's going to be 13 plus what's your wisdom modifier?
Wisdom modifier is plus 4.
Okay. Geez, so I have to beat a 17. Nice. And he does not.
All right.
So he is stunned and loses 12 points of damage. Alright.
Well, that's my turn, I guess.
Mm-hmm. This guy comes right up in your biznatch. And let's see. He is also going to flurry of blows you because these guys are not pulling their punches. So
I also use the second key to use a dodge action. So
okay, dodge just increases your AC, correct? If I'm
I think that gives me advantage.
Or impose disadvantage.
Disadvantage, yeah.
so I'm rolling with disadvantage. If I'm remembering correctly.
Sounds right.
Yeah. Alright. Well, the first one was a nat 20. The second one is just regular 20. So
You
that
didn't
one
get crit
hits.
though.
Yeah.
Second flurry of blow. Jeez, this is a 19 hit.
Yes.
Okay.
Just barely.
So first one,
Well, you avoided a crit.
that's 8 points of damage, and that's 6 points of damage.
All right.
How much health do you have again, by the way?
58 total. I mean,
And what are you down to now?
29.
29? Alright. This might actually be over faster than I anticipated, but that's the point.
Yeah. It's one of those. It's like, oh, this is one of the ones I have to lose. I don't know.
And then you save scum, and then think that you're actually, you keep resetting, and you realize you're supposed to die.
Yep.
Even better when you do finally succeed and the game fucking soft locks, because you're not supposed to.
Alright. They're just kind of ganging up, gang banging, and stomping on you. So, once again, flurry of blows on you, and this one, since he is flanking, will get advantage on.
Yep.
You still have dodge going. Is that a for just one attack?
It just says for a bonus action on your turn, so
Alright.
I think
Wait.
it's just one turn then.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just one turn. What's up?
Wait, so read me how dodge works.
Yeah, let's just take a look at this real
Yeah,
quick.
'cause it doesn't explain it to me on here, really.
Dodge 5E. Dodge action. Okay. Books entirely until the start of your next turn. Any attack roll made against you has disadvantage if you can see the attacker. And you make dexterity saving throws with advantage.
So, technically, since you have advantage, that cancels out the disadvantage.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's just 2 regular attacks. That is a 12.
Nope.
And this
19 or greater.
is a 9. So he whiffs, which just leaves it down to the final monk to just kind of flip over you. And yes, you will get an attack of opportunity for this, so go ahead and make that.
All right. Was this 14?
That does not hit.
Nope.
So he just kind of front flips over you, Jean-Claude Van Damme style, and you're just like, "Nyeh,
Whiff.
nyeh." And he just kind of lands, again, Jean-Claude Van Damme style, just somehow lands in a perfect split. And then goes and tries to knock you in the nuts.
Johnny Cage me?
That's an 11, so that does not hit. Alright, back to the order, top of the order with that guy on your
Wait, Max.
left.
One of them
Did
is
he
stunned.
fail when you tried to nut punch him?
He missed.
He missed.
I was about to say, let him nut punch him and then have the same response that Deadpool had to Colossus. Oh my god, I'm so sorry for your wife!
Alright. So once again, attacking. That's a 10, and that's a 7. Jeez Louise. Next guy, because they're now flanking. Okay, there we go. That is a 23
Yep.
and a 21.
Yep.
Alright. That's 3 and 7, so 10 damage altogether.
Yep.
Alright, your turn.
All right. Going down the guy in front of me. Another key, 4 attacks. Dexterity, so first one's 11.
Does not hit.
17.
Does not hit.
14.
Does not hit.
Natural 20.
Alright.
Alright, and use another key to stunning strike. Please that 2, 3, 4. Yep, so that's 4. Ouch. But alright, so 12.
12 points?
Yep.
No, I also realized I just did the wrong calculation there, so I will go ahead and fix that. There we go. Accidentally put it down that you only did 2 points of damage to the original guy, not 12 points of damage. That would have been a little awkward, but yeah. Okay. So, dude number dos. So
You can jump on me. Oh, do you make it safe?
Yeah, your dodge is now.
I use my other
Quick
key for that too.
How many key points do you have left?
So I have a total of 7. So I used 2 last turn.
2 to turn 4.
This is my second turn, right? So yeah. So I'm up to 4 now.
Alright.
I got 7 total per
Alright,
day.
so once again, it's just going to be regular since he's flanking, and that advantage cancels out the disadvantage, and vice versa. That's a 20,
Yep.
and that's a 22.
Yep.
8. And 10.
Oof.
How many health points do you have left? Matt?
1. You couldn't have done that any better.
Yep. So on to the final guy.
Think you got me? I'm still here. I'm still here. You're all getting trunk slapped.
You're making me do this. I want you to understand that.
Hey, I gotta have some banter.
It's the Space Marine cover of I'm Still Standing.
Yeah, I hear the music.
Copyright
I hear the
music,
music
copyright
playing in my head. I hear it.
You made me do that. I want you to recognize. You made me do that. On to the attack.
This copyright strike is your fault.
Yes, very much so. Alright, so that's a 19.
Yeah, hits.
And that's another 19.
All right. How many points did I get?
That's 9 points of damage.
All right, I'm down.
Alright.
Falling flat on my face. I'm guessing they're all just still kicking me as I fall down.
Now, as soon as you go down to like your hands and knees, they'll just kind of back off. It's all still surrounding. Some of them are a little bruised, but mainly you're pretty bloodied, and the only real blood in the arena is just kind of dripping from their knuckles from just straight up punching you in the face so many times.
I mean, yeah, I do have a tough hide, so.
Yeah. Where's Chris?
Fen!
I'm right here. Give me a second.
Okay.
Probably making tough.
So, as you're just kind of downed, breathing really, really heavy, face, an attempted facial reconstructive plastic surgery by a fist. This whole time, the entire room was just kind of quiet, not really laughing, not really cheering, just silently watching you get the ever-loving shit kicked out of you, punched out of you, slapped out of you, just out of you. No one has spoken a word. They just watched. And so you hear someone kind of just jump down and land on the floor, or lands a little bit a ways from you, and you look up and it was that one dude who greeted you before. And he's just kind of walking up, just arms behind his back, just walking up. This really wasn't the way things were supposed to go. But, well, if we can't adapt and improvise, then what good are we? We would have been wiped out a long time ago. At this point, he's kind of just right up against you, and he just kind of kneels down, arms resting on his knees as he's kind of squatting down. So, tell me, what name did we give you before we sent you out? I can't remember. It's been a few years. And a lot of things have happened since then. So what name did we give you again?
I am Ironkill.
Ironkill. Okay. It's coming back to me now. Yeah, you were always a problem child. But, the whole saying, nature versus nurture. Beating out the nature in you was one of the hardest things we've done. But you Loxodons live a long time, meaning we had a lot of time to work on it.
What are you talking about?
Oh, kid. Don't feel bad. How could you? Why could you? Why do you think you left? Why do you think you were out there on your own for so very long? Why do you think? Come on. Use that big brain of yours underneath that thick skull. Why do you think? Tell me, please.
I was exiled.
Oh, that's the story. Okay. You were exiled from here because of a difference between leadership. Is that right? The old generation versus the new generation, and you sided with the wrong party. So that way, when the dust settled in this power structure or struggle, you just got kicked out.
That is what happened. That's what I remember. That's exactly what happened.
Oh, my friend. Memories can be vile. Repulsive little things full of pain, full of agony, full of things you don't want to remember. But the problem with memories is they also have a tendency to be wrong. They also have a tendency to tell a story to protect you or to cover for you. You know that, right? You learned that while you were here, right? You learned about memories, didn't you?
Yes.
So what do you think is real then? What you remember or what you're supposed to remember? Why do you think we sent you out? You're not supposed to be back yet, trunk. Oh well. We've waited this long. We can start anew. After all.
What are you talking about? What do you mean?
Oh, my friend. You just need to see. As he does, he just kind of takes his fingers and puts them right on your forehead. With your eyes in the dark. And with that, a programming you had not even been aware of, that has just been quietly ticking away in the recesses of your mind, influencing every single move you've made, every single action, every single decision, kicks back into full gear. Everything comes back to you. All of your discipline, all of the work you've put in, all of the struggles you've been through comes back to the front. And you remember everything. And with that, we're going to take a quick break. We will be right back in just a moment, folks. Have fun. And we're back. Fun times. Certain memories unlocked, and after a certain pretty brutal beatdown, which, I mean, could have been worse. How are you feeling? So, back down in the dungeons. You're still just kind of like, you're also noticing the colors kind of just uncomfortable. Not like hot uncomfortable, but do that again and I'm taking everything away. It's just like kind of tight around the neck where breathing is possible, but it feels like someone is kind of applying light pressure.
Gotcha.
As well, you've been kind of inspecting the walls, and despite what you originally hoped, the rest of the monastery, again for lack of a better term, it's not like constructed out of like brick stone. It's just like carved right out of the stone, out of the cliffside itself. So it's just sheer rock face. So you can try to see how brittle the rock is, but probably not recommended.
Nah, I'm good.
They didn't take away your cards, though. They just looked at it and went like, these are useless. He can keep them. Who cares?
Start telling everyone's fortune.
It's like when you let the bard keep the weapon or their instrument because it's just an instrument.
I mean, the cards mean nothing, right?
Yeah.
They're just a part of your scan.
Oh
right?
yeah, they are literally just cards. They are nothing important.
You get the idea. It's like maybe I can destroy, like tear it up. Maybe make a key for the door. That's a stupid idea. I'm not going to do that.
Way too flimsy.
Wait, couldn't you use the cards as a... Oh, wait, we're not on the hand
A shim.
Never mind.
Yeah, if everything's kind of bound. Like my hands are kind of stuck here. I can't really do a lot like that.
Yeah,
Tell everyone's fortune.
there's no like locks on the cuffs either. They're just kind of magically sealed up, so there's no way to pick them. So they're just solid chunks of metal connected by chains on you.
Does anyone have the ability to heal?
No,
Just
I
rip
mean-
off your hands, pull the cuffs off, and heal them back on.
that's not how that would work.
Modular.
I mean, you could do that, but the problem is, as soon as someone starts to heal the hands, those collars would just
That's
essentially
right.
burn right through them. So
That's right.
unless you can somehow rip off your own head and not die, and then put it back on there, you'd be fine then. Problem is, it doesn't work.
It's the clown from One Piece.
I mean, if
we
maybe
had a
one of
zombie party member.
one of you guys was a Warforged, then it's possible. It's like, oh yeah, we can just pop your head off real quick. That would work. But how would we get it back on? You don't even have the tools. Right.
Later then.
Well, I'm not seeing any opportunities, so I'd say we just be patient until an opportunity arises.
And tell everyone's fortune. Pass the time.
Yeah, go ahead and tell Sophia's fortune to her. Let's see if she believes it.
Well, part of my scam requires reading memories, so that'd be a spell.
Yeah, and that won't end well, will it?
No.
So, because you're in a dank, dark dungeon as well, the passage of time is kind of funky in that you have no idea how long you've been down there. In your cell, Johan's trying to keep himself active along with the other Dragonborn and actually kind of just like do some exercises as best they can, considering they're all chained up. After what seems like a small eternity, though, a couple what you assume to be guards do show up. They do open the door and they kind of instruct like everyone to the back. We're not fucking doing this right now. Everyone to the back. Before just kind of entering in and grabbing a few of the Dragonborn and straight up hauling them out. They are armed and they are armored, so the Dragonborn kind of are aware it's like we can't really do anything because if we try to, we're fucked. And again, after a small eternity, you just kind of pass out on your own accord.
when the guards come in and they start taking them away, can I ask, where are you taking them?
Class is in session.
Can I insight that?
Go ahead.
Training. Brainwashing. You're in
10.
bossing, sir.
Yeah, 10.
They mean they're gonna educate them somehow, but in what way? They're not entirely
I'm
sure.
picturing they're in the lake underneath bossing, say. They're
This
being brainwashed to be new
hypnotized
people for their
Manchurian candidate.
I mean, you remember what the... Jeez, dog.
Because he did mention recruiting.
Yeah. That's exactly what I was going to bring up. He's just like, yeah, no, like, we need to always be vigilant to pounce on opportunities to expand the ranks more whenever they show up.
I'm gonna look at Safia and say, I think we might be fighting your comrades on the way out.
Maybe, maybe not. Sounds like this kind of class takes time. And I do recall at some point in time, for doing whatever it is they do, they must first break the mind in order to rebuild it. And that kind of stuff takes a little bit of time, methinks.
Or drugs.
She hears you say, it's like, drugs will do it too, but it's normally a shit ton of drugs. I know. Are you familiar with bloodroot?
Oh no. Yep.
No.
Just a little bit.
Oh, my sweet summer child.
Oh, no, of it. I'm just not experienced with it.
Not so, but you know what it does.
I think so, yes.
Quick rundowns in. If you have
Sure.
ever killed someone in cold blood, it essentially makes you hallucinate, or at least gives you a bit of a high. The more people you've killed in cold blood, the more intense the high, until you are just tripping fucking balls.
But my blood is always warm.
Killing people in cold blood. She as best she can just kind of just goes. "Ugh." Anyway,
Wait, do Dragonborn have cold blood? Or is it warm blood?
we are warm-blooded. Yeah.
People be-
Okay.
Otherwise, we would not be able to survive in the mountains.
I mean, also with that attitude.
We are resilient people. Yeah.
Okay. He doesn't trust me.
Doesn't trust
But-
his bench.
They would not be able to use bloodroot on us because we don't kill in cold blood. We kill in self-defense and to defend, but never in cold blood. So the tea they would give us of the bloodroot would just taste like shit.
Quite a confident statement to say you've never killed in cold blood.
We are not allowed to.
That doesn't mean it doesn't happen, though. Correct?
You don't understand.
What if they were dirty orders and you didn't know? Would it still work?
No,
No, because that's...
Because the user wouldn't know.
Yeah.
exactly. You don't understand. In our culture, in our civilization, we cannot afford to do that. Everyone must produce. Everyone must provide. And the killing in cold blood of one of our own, we cannot have it. So we would end up with 2 less people. And since we need all people to survive, we cannot kill each other. And we are brought up knowing this.
Yes,
Of
but
course.
every civilization is like that. But, like, in that, I'm starting to take on that accent, I'm sorry. Every civilization is, doesn't want to lose two members of its society, but that doesn't mean it doesn't happen.
She just kind of stares at you like, I don't understand what you're saying.
Well, okay, taking the caravan that I grew up in. It's about 20, 40 people.
Mm.
It's fluctuating depending on who stays, who goes. If one were to kill another, yes, one person is gone, but then we have to remove that second person. We would not want to lose 2 people, but that doesn't mean it hasn't happened.
But you are part of caravan, no? Meaning you go from place to place, and
Yes.
you can recruit more and find more resources. Yeah.
Recruit is kind of. It is not always easy.
in-
Not everyone wants to just leave their home and go be a trader.
In the mountains, we don't have resources. We only have ourselves. And if someone goes, we cannot replace them easily.
Mm-hmm. But that doesn't mean
Like,
it absolutely cannot happen.
No, I mean, one person in the being gone, 2 people could possibly lead to a village drying up.
Just for sake of time, I'm gonna imagine this conversation on what would that be, like morality or something like that?
Mm.
Just it's gonna go on.
Yeah. But yeah, she basically explains it's like, no, we straight up can't. We understand, like, straight up, we can't do it. Like, it's not a matter of morality, it is a matter of survival. And it is not good when they do it, because raising Dragonborn is resource heavy. Anyway.
Ezra's just gonna go on with free will, and that it doesn't mean it can't happen.
Like, and
Back and
Savi's
forth.
just straight up like non-understand. Like, I no, like it no, you don't know, no, no, it can't happen. Where you still in the other room, Chris?
Yep, I'm still here.
Okay. So finally, after what feels like a small eternity, especially after that conversation,
No.
one by one, all of you just kind of pass out, just fall asleep, because it's been a even though you were knocked out, it's been a stressful, tiring day. Oh, fuck you.
Speaking of tiring day,
You wouldn't believe. And as you are waking up, you do wake up to see that the chain that was connecting your collar to your cuffs is gone. Like, the cuffs are still chained up, but that is gone. And as well, you do find yourself and most of the other Dragonborn in the cell with you that are remaining. You are slightly armored. It is just kind of a simple leather armor on top of you, but you are now armored a little bit. Again, the cuffs and the collar are still on. Magic is very much so off the table. But you're wearing something, and it feels a lot more comfortable than just being in a fucking cold-ass dungeon. Same with you, Colin.
excuse me, I don't like the armor.
The guard just kind of was passing by and just kind of looks and goes, and?
I can't do armor.
And?
It's something I can't do it. I'm allergic to leather.
And?
Heck.
Like, what do you want me to tell you?
Can I take it off?
No.
That's highly unfortunate.
Sucks to suck. Best piece of advice, learn to live with it. If not, sucks to suck.
Huh, your mother said a lot about sucking last night.
I don't have a mother.
I'm sure you don't.
Because she's dead.
That explains why she wasn't moving so much.
I'm not sorry.
Didn't ask you to be. Just ask you to know. Sucks to suck.
I'm sorry, I won't know that.
There's a rabbit hole. Like, maybe they'll let us out if we annoy them enough.
You get the sense it's like these people cannot be annoyed because they're just so well trained. They're just like they could keep asking why until the fucking end of time or until someone else's head explodes because they will be that kid. Why? Because I can't. Why?
Oh no.
Because it's not impossible.
Why?
Why?
A circular conversation.
Exactly. Like they are those guys. As well, Chris, when you wake up, you do find that you are in fact armored.
Armored?
Gladiator
Yep.
time.
You have armor on.
Great, so there goes all my bonuses.
Yep. And as well, you kind of wake up as they are just kind of putting the last few pieces of armor on you. And the guy just kind of looks up and goes, we were hoping to do this while you were still asleep. Oh well. Might as well get this out of the way real quick. Don't try to take this off.
Why?
Go ahead and just like lean your head back a little bit. And as you do, you kind of feel this point, like right at the back of your spine, like right where your skull meets your spinal column. You try to take that off. Right in between. So, severs the head and spine. You are now tomato.
Okay.
So, don't try and take this off. Words of the wise.
And what if I were to try to transform Max?
Same thing.
It's a portable prison.
Except in this case, you kind of move around in the armor, and you feel like a bunch of other spikes in the armor. So you have a feeling you try and transform,
Can I use the armor as a bludgeoning instrument?
you would have to take it
You
off.
have to take it off.
Oh, you mean like throw yourself at it
Yeah.
and like body slam?
Yeah.
I mean,
How heavy am I now with this armor on?
it's. You just have like one plate in front of you, or on your torso, and you do have some, I guess, scaled pantaloons.
So if I were to, like, say, just fall over on one of these motherfuckers, would that kill them? I'm now...
It would hurt.
I'm gonna fall on one of them.
You are still chained up, my dude.
God damn it.
Like they're not taking chances. They're just like, yeah, no, we can't. No.
Is all of our armor the same way?
I mean, a few modifications here and there. I mean, Chris's is just that solid sheet of metal on him.
No, but I mean, like, if I were to try and take it off.
Like, what do you?
If I were
the
to try to
same thing
take
would
my
happen
armor
to him.
off, would that... Is
Wait,
that still
die.
apply? Would I die?
You don't know for certain, but it is entirely possible. Yes.
Can I examine the armor and see if that would happen?
You can't examine yours, but Sophia's right next to you.
I'll examine Sophia's.
Okay. Go ahead and just.
Investigation?
Yep.
Can I burn a sorcery point to reroll that?
Sure. Why not?
That die looks like it's covered in soap.
I know, it's great. 11.
Okay. So on the surface, it does not like. I should also mention that what you and Sophia and the rest of the Dragonborn are wearing is very different from Chris's, because yours is more like a leather armor versus like the plate armor.
Mm-hmm.
So it's nothing as obvious as if you try to take it off, something will like pierce your spinal column. But from what it looks like, there does appear to be something woven into the armor. It literally, like, there are patches on there that should not be there. There's like no straight reason for it. Like on the forearm, like it's just kind of a solid piece of leather, but there's this one patch like sewn right on top of it that has no reason to be there. So it seems like if you try and do anything to this, it's not going to end well.
Okay.
At least that's what your instincts are telling you. Is like, maybe you should
Don't play with fire.
don't take a chance. It is possibly a very bad idea.
Okay.
And as well, all of you are kind of starting to realize, hey guys, we're down a person. What's going on here?
Where's Trunks?
I figured he was in another cell.
You've not heard him. It's like this. Sophia's
What if
just
it
kinda
was a
sitting there,
ploy
it's
the
like,
whole time?
Ass white. A pound of anchovies and a relish kick ass.
God.
I'm not gonna pretend like I heard what you just said. So.
Bad lip reading.
This is what we're doing today. So, but yeah, you all noticed, like, we're down an elephant. Where's the elephant? Because you at least know him well enough now. It's like he would have said something by now.
The one time there's not an elephant in the room.
Very true.
Puppy.
Very, very true. So
Nope.
now that's also raised your concerns. Like, where's our party member? He's kind of gone.
We'll just have to find him before we get out then.
If he is still alive, yeah, that probably would be a good idea.
I have a pretty good idea that he's alive.
How do you know?
I'm gonna take my my tarot cards. I'm gonna like shuffle them up, and because they're marked. I'm gonna make sure that when I pull it out, the death card is upside down, or right side up.
Make me a sleight of hand check.
14.
You know, I'm gonna say that you're such a professional at this. She's like,
Mhm.
oh, okay, that is a death card.
Yes.
Normally that means that dead, yeah?
No.
What?
Death. If it was upside down, death is then bad, but right side up, it is good.
But it's upside down right now.
No, right side up. Sorry.
Actually, you're right, Kenny. Good job.
I did a little bit of research on how to tarot read before I did this.
Okay, good. I was about to say, yeah.
The death card right side up means like a transformation, an end of one era, but the progression into another one. If it was upside down, then it's a bad thing.
The tower.
But it does not always mean actually, death.
But it's upside down.
No, I made it right side. I wanted it right side up.
Okay. But you said upside down first.
Originally, yes. And I was like, wait, no, other way.
Alright, so yeah, that's the source of my confusion. It's
Okay,
like-
okay.
The card to look out for is the tower card. If he ever pulls the tower card out, that's technically the worst card you could ever get in pull in tarot reading.
To be fair, my character doesn't actually know how to read tarot. He literally makes it all up.
Oh boy.
Even better.
Kenny, you want me to do an actual tarot reading with you?
No.
I actually have some.
I think we can save that for later. Just don't cast the runes, please. Don't fuck with those.
I don't know how to do it anyway, so.
Stop it, please fucking stop now.
Yeah. So I just kind of goes like, has that ever been the case?
What do you mean?
Like, have the cards ever been correct?
Yes.
Have your cards ever been correct?
Yes.
He just kind of looks at you like,
They're just vague enough to work.
okay.
All the time they are correct. Every time.
So is this like 70% of the time it works 100% of
No,
the
like
time?
every time.
Okay.
It is all open to interpretation. But you do get to read.
Roll me a persuasion check. Yeah. I was gonna let it slide, but after that, I'm just like, you're gonna need to fucking talk.
Can I burn a sorcery point to reroll that one?
What did you roll?
12.
Sure.
16. 15. Sorry.
Okay, she's like, okay, fair enough. And I hope your interpretations are correct. Your friend was intriguing, so I do hope nothing wrong happened to him.
Unfortunately, the card is not going to give me that kind of insight.
Could you try for another card? Maybe see if there's more insight to be had with the cards? Or is it a kind of a one charge a day kind of thing?
Well, I can't predict the future with them. It is kind of a vague interpretation, but also if I just start drawing cards until I get the one that I want, that's not really how they work.
Hmm.
You lose the essence of what makes the cards special. You're just getting what you want. And that's not always going to be correct.
You're really working hard on the improv right now, aren't you?
Absolutely.
I'm just enjoying you just bullshit your way through this.
Because I did literally just pull whatever card I wanted.
I am glad I allowed you to have the cards. The amount of entertainment on this shit is fantastic. Anyway, we're actually kind of ahead of schedule on this session. I was thinking that might have taken longer, so let's just go ahead and I guess we'll do this. So after everyone kind of gets armed and armored up, the guards do come back and start ushering more people out. And you three are included in that. And they do just kind of start pushing you down the hallway, just pushing and kicking, saying, come on, let's go, let's go. until finally you're at this kind of in-between room where there's kind of a large wooden door on one end, and as you kind of get hurried in, bars kind of slam shut behind you by the guards, and they just kind of look in and go, "Word to the wise. Fight hard. Hope you don't. And dodge harder."
Wait, is this the test for the bar exam?
No.
Shit.
What? Like, when you say bar, do you mean like alcohol bar?
No, that's not what the bar exam is.
Then how can you open a bar without a bar exam?
I'm gonna flick the metal bar, just like try to make it ring, just like.
That was rude. I asked you an honest question.
This was a joke.
You get the sense that they take everything literally here, where it's just like metaphors and euphemisms they just straight up do not understand. It's just like,
You would expect this one to be able to fly with how well that went over your head.
Wow, I can't use that joke. I had a really bad joke that we used to say in the army, but I don't think I can say it here.
Don't
I
say it.
Now,
chances are, if you have to ask yourself, is this an appropriate joke for a stream?
no.
Then it
The
isn't.
answer is no.
It's not racist, but it's definitely anti-Catholic, if you know what I mean.
I mean, I am all for anti-Catholic stuff, but let's
Play safe.
let's
Yeah.
let's maybe table it for a second. So, you're all in this room. The guards finally, just after staring at you, going, "I guess you're gonna tell us what the bar is. Cool." They just walk away, and on the other side of the closed door, not the bars, but the closed door, you do hear some form of what you are assuming is combat, but it's not entirely clear who or what is fighting behind the doors.
Can I somehow take off my armor?
You can try.
I can't cast spells in armor.
No, but yeah, no.
Yeah, no, I'm not kidding. I can't.
As well, you still do have that collar on you, which, I mean,
Eliminates
you can
purpose
try to
eyes.
cast it. If you get the armor off, you can try to cast, but may not end well for you.
Yeah.
It's a physical
I'm not
promise.
gonna try to take off the armor.
You're not, or you are? I'm sorry.
I'm not.
Okay. Alright. So finally, after what feels like maybe 20, 30-ish minutes, the noise just dies down, and finally the closed door just kind of starts rumbling up and open, and it opens up to a pretty wide open arena, and it is covered in a mix of, I'm just going to say, bodily looking fluids and pieces and chunks, and there are weapons strewn about all over the place, some clean, some hanging on the wall, some in the middle of the ground, and the floor underneath you guys, it's kind of flat, but it suddenly just kind of tilts up at an angle and just kind of ungracefully rolls you all out into this arena. And once again, like he saw, but you've never known, it is a high-walled arena with kind of seats upon seats going up and back. And there's a rather large crowd of very stone-faced looking people, not cheering, just kind of observing and watching. And lo and behold, at like kind of this patio kind of thing, you do see a rather ripped and older looking gentleman just kind of sitting there. His elbows are on his knees, his hands are crossed. He's just looking down with a mix of amusement and curiosity. And standing right next to him, bloodied but standing tall, is that motherfucker. Just looking at you guys with not a single ounce of interest or care.
Excuse me, can I take the ottoman off now?
And with that, we'll end tonight's episode. All right, that was, well, the pain is beginning. I hope that was a fun little session for everyone. So, pretty sure there's not going to be a session next week, as I'm not going to be in town. Got shit going down. So, we will, if you guys want to do something on that night, you are more than welcome to. I do not mind. But, yeah. The culling games have begun, and we're going to need to figure out what your role in this is, and if you can even be redeemed.
Mm-hmm.
That's up to you, up to them. I'm just here enjoying the ride as I torture every single one of you. Testicular torsion is a spell.
The torsion cannon.
Exactly. So, everyone, thanks so much for joining us. We're going to try and get back into the swing of things, but we're getting into the holiday season, so we'll see what we see on that front. But thanks so much for joining us. We'll be back as soon as we're back. So, till then, skull, and be well.